Greetings, folks. Dummy with you back again, another video. With another video. This is my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie review. Gonna get right into it. This movie starts off with a Star Wars-esque big opening with like writing and a big voice in the background talking about what the movie is about. Basically what Power Rangers is about. And it's basically the voice of Dulcia. Excuse me. And then after that we cut to the Rangers skydiving. Where they got skydiving from is beyond me. But apparently the Rangers are some skydivers. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, so then after that, after we see the Rangers skydive, we cut to this scene where Rita and Lord Zed are trying to find this egg, and in this said egg is this monstrous villain named Ivan Ooze. And when they get to they wind up getting Ivan Ooze out, and Ivan Ooze decides he's gonna take over Rita and Lord Zed's territory, and he puts them in a snow globe, never to be really seen from again in the movie until like the very end. And anyway, and then we cut to the Rangers. We see the Rangers. Oh no, I gotta check his message. But yeah, we see the Rangers skating now. Okay, I'm like, okay, they go from skating they go from skydiving to skating. But anyway, so then they get a call from Zordon. They teleport to the command center. Zordon tells, and by the way, the Rangers are Tommy, Rocky, Adam, Billy, Kimberly, and Aisha. Hold on. I have Power Rangers Operation Overdrive playing in the background. I'm trying to cut it off. Anyway, disregard that. I have a DVD of Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. I got bootleg DVD of Operation Overdrive, so disregard that. But anyway, we see the Rangers. I cannot find my remote. I have to mute this. Anyway, I just muted it. But anyway, we see the Rangers. They and they get teleported into the command center, and like I said, they're Tommy, Billy, Kimberly, Rocky, Adam, and Aisha, the second team for Mighty Morphin. Yeah, they go to the command center. Zordon tells them about the about Ivan Ooze, basically. He tells them about Ivan Ooze, and that they basically gotta stop him. And so the Rangers, yeah, they go to the rock quarry. But mind you, I forgot to mention this. There's this kid named, what's his name? Was it Matt? I don't know. I don't really know. He wasn't that great of an actor. But anyway, his dad's apparently works at a rock quarry or something like that, or like some shit like that. I don't know. But anyway, the Rangers they wind up teleporting to this little rock quarry, where we're reading Lord Zed along with Goldar and this warthog pig-looking monster that we only see once. We don't see it. This is original villain, like side villain that's basically originally made for the movie. And anyway, the Rangers eventually run into Ivan Ooze. Ivan Ooze takes over this man's body, and they originally, the Rangers meet up with him, and Ivan Ooze makes these ooze monsters, and the Rangers have an unmorph fight scene with them at first, and then they get overpowered, then they morph, and somehow the things disappear, and the Rangers gotta, after they morph, the things disappear. I don't know why. The things are like right in front of them when they morph, but when after they morph, the things are long gone. No, and they have to search them down. I really don't understand that part. But anyway, in the end, the Rangers, this is a pretty good fight scene. Some dialogue here and there. The Rangers, they do wind up defeating the ooze monsters. I call them the ooze monsters because I don't know if they have an exact name. But anyway, so after that, the Rangers defeat the ooze monsters, but they lose their powers because during that fight scene, Ivan Ooze somehow oozes his way, and he literally oozes his way into the command center, and winds up shutting down Alpha. Well, basically temporarily shutting down Alpha, shocking Alpha with some electrocution. He wants payback on Zordon, so he just pulls out his flute and plays as like a magic wand, and he zaps everything that's around Zordon, and basically somehow Zordon gets out of his energy tube, and he's dying. But that causing the Rangers to lose the demorph, automatically demorph, and then they get back to the command center, see if the place is basically trashed, and see Zordon's almost dying. But in order to save Zordon, Alpha tells the Rangers that they need to go to this lost island of Phaedos to seek a great power, and so the Rangers wind up teleporting there, and like I said, Ivan Ooze is actually taking over Rita Lord Zed's dimension, and he's taking over his building, and he has Goldar and that pig warthog creature as his minions. But anyway, so the Rangers go to Phaedos, and they get attacked by these Tango Warriors, which Ivan Ooze, with these flying birds called the Tango Warriors, which Ivan Ooze basically creates by basically spitting, by hooking up like a loogie or something like that and spitting. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, Ivan Ooze, I'll get to him when I get to the characters. Analyze the characters. I'm gonna go through the characters and whatnot. But anyway, the Rangers get overpowered because they don't have the powers. The Tango Warriors basically kick their butts. They get their butts handed to them by the Tango Warriors. And then they meet up with Dulcia, who's very hot, who is sexy as hell. She's not that great of an actress, but she's hot. That makes up for it. She's cute, so that makes up for it. But anyway, the Rangers tell Dulcia who they are, that she's reluctant to believe them at first, but then they say they know Zordon. And they tell them that they gotta fight Ivan Ooze, and she apparently knows Ivan Ooze too, and she knows Zordon and Alpha and all that. And she decides to help them, and she gives them ninja powers. She, in the long run, gives them. They go on this big long trail, and they follow her to this, they follow her to this place, and she blows into some fire, and they close their eyes and look inside the spirits, and somehow they get ninja powers. They get new Zords. They get new ninja costumes and get new Zords. Now, I seen the Zords that the Cocker Rangers have from Cocker Ranger, which we know as Alien Rangers here. They had ninja suits too, but their ninja suits were actually pretty cool. But the ninja suits we got were okay. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, but yeah, not Cocker Rangers though. Rangers get new suits. They get new Zords. Tommy gets a Falcon Zord. Rocky gets a bear, Billy gets a wolf, Kimberly gets a crane, Aisha gets a tiger. I think Aisha had a tiger. No, Aisha got the bear, Rocky got the ape, and Adam got the frog. And he delivers one of the most memorable. If you don't remember anything from this movie, you remember this. I'm a frog. That was actually, in my opinion, the most iconic line in that movie. Adam saying, "I'm a frog." If you remember anything from that movie, you remember Adam saying, "I'm a frog." But anyway, the Rangers get new powers. Though Sia turns into an owl and leaves. So the Rangers are basically headed home to seek out the rest of their journey. And so they go to this bone place. This place with a whole bunch of abandoned fossils and bones are. And somehow this dinosaur comes alive, and these dinosaurs come alive. These like old bone dinosaurs come alive, and they attack the Rangers, and the Rangers eventually beat them. And Tommy and Kimberly, which is something I'm going to talk about at the end of this video. This is right now. This is the brief synopsis of it. Tommy saves Kimberly from the dinosaurs, and Tommy gets on top of the dinosaur. He defeats the dinosaur, and they go on without their mission. And then they meet these stone creatures that fight them. They fight, and then they eventually do beat them, and somehow they finish out their journey. They in this big stone with their new Zords on it. The spirits of those Zords come in and go to their hearts or something. They go to their like medals at on their chest, and somehow they get back. They wind up back in their original costumes, in their original uniforms. There's a lot of people that's like, okay, how come they wind up back into their original uniforms? And I will say this, the costumes are a whole lot better than, they're not spandex really. The costumes are not spandex. They're really not spandex. They're like kind of armor. They look more like armor. I mean, if you look at them, they look more like armor. Anyway, so eventually the Rangers teleport back to Andrew Grove because Ivan Ooze is unlocked. He's got parents. Has brainwashed parents with his goo called Ivan's Ooze. He gets the kids to take it home, and their parents mess with it, and it he forces the parents basically under his control, and they basically they get all the parents to dig up his Zords. Ivan Ooze's 2 Zords, because he has his own Zords. But anyway, and then Ivan after they dig up his Zords, he decides that he doesn't. They're really boring him. They're not really a need for him anymore. So he just basically orders them all to walk off a bridge. Just basically walk off a cliff and kill themselves. But the kid, who I still cannot remember his name, his dad was under Ivan Ooze's spell. So he's trying to stop him, and along with other kids, they're trying to stop Ivan Ooze and whatnot. And I'm gonna be back.